So something changed where I didn't have to feel like I was running around and trying to get clients. And it all began with one very simple thing that I'm going to talk about today, which is my portfolio. Hey guys, as you know, I'm Rebecca and I help brands own their voice through the power of creativity. So today I have a little bit of a more beachy aesthetic because basically I swam in the ocean with my clothes on. It's been a fun Sunday like that. So the first thing that I want to talk about today, it's something that I've noticed. I've seen designers with portfolio that looks like this. Okay, some of this is kind of cute, but something a little bit like that. Or like this over here. Trying to get work that looks super professional and super like creative and experimental. I think you see my point here, right? So let's dive in. So one of the reasons why designers struggle to get clients is that you're showing visuals of like past work that you got, but you want something better, right? You want to achieve more, you want to grow. So the portfolio actually has to mirror that so you can achieve that. And that's where what you're getting wrong. And I'm going to dive in that today. So here's the thing, your portfolio is not something to inspire other designers. It's actually something to inspire clients of what's possible if they hire you. Like, what's your creative vision? So it's a vision first. It's not a visual first. Like, if you only put what you see or the crappy work that you get, that's all you're ever gonna get because you're not mirroring what you want. So you have to put in your vision in your portfolio. That's what I'm trying to get at. So your portfolio, it inspires clients to dream bigger about their own business. That's why they hire you, because they look for inspiration and they find you and they think, oh, this person has the creative vision that I need. So it kind of like shows what's possible, not just what they already picture of what they're looking for. Like they're gonna see it's even more it's possible. Like you can go from different solutions and it's gonna look super cool and it's gonna be different in the market. And that's really what they are looking for. So that's why your creativity and personality are your biggest assets when getting clients and attracting instead of chasing. Great portfolios, they are storytelling tools, first of all. They plant seeds in the client's mind before words are even exchanged. So if the client really likes your portfolio, you're not going to have to pitch so much and do like desperate sales, because us creatives, we don't like doing that, you know? We're not here for that, and we don't need to do that to be successful, you know? That's my point. So yes, your portfolio needs to be up to date. I'm gonna insert here as well like some old work, so you know where I started, and some recent work so you know what I'm doing now. It's very clear the difference. In many ways, like I could do a whole video about my transformation, but that's not the point. The reason that I say this is your past work is a reflection of your past skills, you know? So if you have only old work, what do you think you're gonna attract, honestly? So yeah, a great portfolio is a living thing. If it's not evolving, it's not working. It has to keep growing like you are growing as well. It should be focused on the future, not the past. We don't want to be stuck on the past in our careers in general or in life. So first thing is your dream client needs to see who you are right now, not who you were 2 years ago. That doesn't matter anymore. Leave that skin behind. Outdated work attracts outdated opportunities. Relevance equals trust, and trust equals conversion. So conversion is that much easier because the selling has already been done through your portfolio. One thing I want to add, if the client is in love with your creative vision, they're going to beg to work with you. And I've seen that happen. And you're going to get multiple people. And you're even going to have to say no to some leads because they don't match your ideal clients. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So another point is building strong systems is the secret to a sustainable creative business. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, actually. If you are independent creative, that's huge because you're also like having a creative business to run. And building systems makes that easy. So if you have any repetitive tasks, it's time to systematize. And updating your portfolio, let me tell you, it's a repetitive task. There are many ways that you can simplify it so you don't get stuck. So that's why today I have a free template for you to use. And actually, I'm going to show you how to use that template real quick. But before I do that, use templates for case studies, for carousels, for mock-ups. Have everything organized. For me, what I do is I always do it in the same format. I have a ChatGPT prompt and I have a templates that I use for Behance. So I'm going to show you how to use that. We are always going to have a cover, and side by side, I have the example, and you can get this for free. I'm going to put the link in the description. So basically, I use ChatGPT prompt as well. And the prompt basically turns any information about the project into a storytelling format. So who is the client, the main challenge, the solution, and the final brand experience. And I have that copy. And basically, I just place it throughout the presentation in sections. And you're going to see here, like, everything is reading of how I do it, how I put on color palettes here, how I use the type system, how I showcase everything pretty much. Just following this example for every project works wonders. But if you want to get creative on a project, do a different section. Doesn't really matter, but you have the process like way faster than it usually is. So it's already good. So here's the copy structure. Intro, I place it here. I also add my role. If it was done all by myself or if it was with a team, I add all the intro information in here. The cover is really important. So I'm also like, I added notes in Figma so you can see like what's the intention. Like for the cover, it needs to grab attention, blah, blah, blah. So you have everything written down here. So composition one, about the project. In here, I added the audience, logo variations. This is mostly focused on a brand design project, but I'm sure it will be useful for other situations. Additional elements about the project, again, another cover, composition, typography, composition, color palette. So mixing composition and the design system with the explanation. Pretty simple, right? So the final, we have a final graphic and some CTAs or social handles. So you can move the user to another flow on your leads pipeline if it's a lead. It's always a best practice to move the user to another place that they can connect with you. So the experience doesn't end there. So you can leave some social handles at the end. It's a really good practice. And in here is an example of one project that I did for, I think it was like an Indian stylist or anything. So you can see here, pretty much follow that, and it works very well. It works for multiple projects. I only use this. So it's kind of like, I would say it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes top. So it's super quick task. Okay, so I was explaining how to use Behance and how to make that part simple, but you can use a template for whatever platform. And I think it's a really good practice to not stay only on Behance, actually start to grow communities around your projects and the type of work that you do in other platforms. So here's my platform strategy for my portfolio, and I think it's going to be helpful for you if you see what I do, because it works for me. So basically Pinterest for people finding you, Instagram for people connecting with you, websites for conversion, blogs, everything that you can do with care and create an ecosystem around your portfolio, it's gonna really help you. So wherever you're providing value or visual inspiration, there's a chance to connect with ideal clients, even through email sometimes. I'm gonna say a little bit of how I build my personal brand because I think that goes into portfolio. But the first step that I did is freelance marketplace. That's where I started to get work, very cheap work, but just to kind of like get the experience first, something like Fiverr or Freelancer or Upwork or whatever. And then you quickly move to improving your reach in top of funnel, basically getting seen. So like Pinterest, Behance, trying to get seen in those channels. Then you can build a website for conversion and you can start to foster a community. Once you have step 1, 2, and 3, you can go to step 4 and actually start to build a community. It's a really good step. It's very nice, I would say. And what's your portfolio role in all of this? Niche and attract. And I'm going to talk about the niche aspect. And that's where I'm going to bring in like the most important strategy in your life when it comes to portfolio. And it's going to tie everything together that I just discussed. And that strategy is passion projects. Passion projects are going to help you so much with your portfolio strategy. If you want to work in a new industry, create work in that industry. Stop waiting for permission. Actually start to do your passion projects. It's going to foster authenticity in creative work, creativity. It's going to make you stand out. And that's the biggest portfolio strategy that you can ever do, is actually to create your own stuff and get client work that aligns with that, because the client is looking at your portfolio for inspiration. As I mentioned before, you have to actually understand the experience of the client when the client comes looking for you. So I hope that makes sense. Reject the client ideas, revive them. Try to make passion projects an easy, ongoing thing that you have, and not like a super hard and so difficult, so long, the time consuming, energy consuming. It doesn't have to be like that. You can basically, I did this really cool illustration, but the client didn't like it in a project. Let me revive that and create a portfolio piece that's gonna attract a client that actually likes that. See what I'm getting at? So moving forward, why you need to do passion projects more. If you have dream clients in mind, you should build a portfolio that speaks directly to them, to their needs and interests. So basically design things around what you want. Like, take that first step, do it, It's gonna help you attract more of them, because people see that you do that and they wanna hire you for it. So passion projects don't have to be heavy or complicated. They just need to get made one day at a time. And the more you know it, like, you're just gonna look at, wow, suddenly I have a lot of people reaching out to me to get cool projects done. I wonder what happened. I told you that. Remember me when you do that. Please remember that it was me. So think about it like this. Now it's an ongoing practice for you. So you can reject concepts that you already have. You can use that cool typography that you don't think a normal client would like, but has potential, You can reimagine cool clients' parts that never got picked, or a project that the client or the lead didn't end up choosing you to do. Go ahead and do something similar to it and get another client that essentially want to choose you, Try the stuff that your current clients don't let you do just yet, because your new clients will see that and they will be like, yeah, that's what I want. So position your portfolio at the intersection of what you love, what your dream clients value, and what you're great at. And that's the sweet spot. That's the success zone, as I like to call it. I just invented that, actually. I talk a lot about success in design or creative careers. I talk a lot about branding, personal development, and tools that I use in my newsletter. So feel free, if you want to join the newsletter description. If you want to see me doing creative challenges or case studies, I have other videos that cover that. I'm going to leave it to the end of this video. And of course, subscribe if you want more videos like this. Or if you want to comment specifically what you're struggling with, I tend to always respond and try to help. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later, and I'll head back to the beach now because it's Sunday. I'm going to have some fun. Okay? See ya.